few bits and pieces that Ken found. Karen, can you maybe tell us a little bit about that? There was a particularly enticing little ungule there that our iguanodont dinosaur here, which again would look something like this. Yeah, beaky plant-eating dinosaur. This is iguanodon here. Ours is what, like 20 million years older than this? Something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah. So these guys are famous for having what on their hand?
So they're famous for having these spike thumb on their hand, which is basically their thumb claw is like this big conical thing. It's a cone. We haven't really found much before for the hands for our guys here. We found yesterday, it needs some prep, so we might be wrong.
It's a field ID, field identification. Not super confident yet, but could be.
But we think we found that claw for the thumb, what we call the first digit, and it is not a cone.
Not a thumb spike.
Not a
Shoot.
spike.
So yeah, we've been wondering about that for a long time. Like, did these guys have the thumb spike yet?
Yeah. So we're thinking right now, probably no. Again, tentative. We gotta prep it and get a closer look.
Yeah.
Basically, what we have is what looks like, kind of the little claws. They're not really claws on these guys. They're kind of rounded.
Like a hoof sort of a
They're
deal.
rounded and a little more hoof-like.
Yeah.
But they have one on each finger. But when they have it on the first finger, it's because it's held out like this, right? They kind of walk on like. Well, when you get to iguanodon, right?
Yeah.
It kind of walks on these three central fingers. And it's got this dainty little pinky that sticks out and this chunky like thumb spike over here. So, but like these little hooves are all kind of just like straight.
Yeah.
But in things like Camptosaurus and like, and others, you can have an ungule on that first digit that's like kind of twisted.
Yeah,
because the thumb is sticking out a little bit.
Yeah.
But they're not really like necessarily putting weight down on it, so it's not straight in the way that the other ones are.
Right.
So that's what we think that we're seeing, and that's what the field ID is.
We need to actually get into the lab and get it cleaned. But yeah.
We're only seeing about half of it. There's rock over the other half, so we'll maybe we'll change our minds later. But for now, I'm excited, and we're finding some other little phalanges and hand bones, so we might actually be able to put something together for.
That'd be really exciting.
Super excited about.
That is one of the things that we were really hoping for here is more manual material, more little hand bones, and we're starting to find them. It seems like, which is that's something to be excited about. Yeah.